Considering the fact that entrepreneurship consists in the creation of enterprises, note that the majority of the enterprising African diaspora enterprises only in Africa, creates companies only in Africa. While Africa remains a continent that certainly guarantees very interesting returns on investment, especially when one invests in sectors that provide solutions to the problems the growth of Africa faces. However, the other continents such as Europe, the United States, and many others remain continents that benefit from a very high buying power. And this means that if you can make money also on these continents just by supplying solutions to the problems being faced there, you would definitely and easily make great wealth just by supplying products and services that just aim at flattering the buying power, the ego of the buying power of the people. Nevertheless, 85% of the enterprising African diaspora enterprises only in Africa with the goal of settling back on retirement to Africa and benefiting from the return on the investments there. Well, if this tendency might be motivated by the ideology of giving back to Africa, to Mother Africa, whatever it might have given to us, note that 95% of these repatriated potential entrepreneurs will live outside Africa, children who will be faced with other greater challenges. One of these great challenges will be the reconfirmation of the fact that the African community, the black community, remains a minority. A minority certainly rich in people with a high caliber on the intellectual sphere, people with diplomas in medicine, in finance, in engineering, but people who are doomed to the payroll. And this minority will be challenged by a majority consisting of young, great entrepreneurs, owners of great companies that they created and built over decades from the time they were very small with their parents. What I want you to understand is that if the payroll definitely guarantees you a salary that will cover your charges, your costs, and maybe permit you to do some little investments, the creation of wealth, however, goes not without the creation of companies and enterprises. Hello, my name is Arnaud, investor and entrepreneur in Germany and in Europe. Welcome to my channel, Wine Investor. In this channel, we're talking about investment and entrepreneurship in the wine industry and other industries while giving you methods and strategies that will help you tremendously succeed in any other business field. In this video, I'll be giving you 3 reasons why you should definitely, as part of the African diaspora, create a company outside Africa. Stay tuned. Important for you as part of the African diaspora to create companies in Africa, to contribute to the growth of Africa. I want you in this video to also understand that it's important and even more important for you to create companies where you live, to create enterprises in the country where you live. I will give you in this video 3 fundamental reasons why you should do that. Let's start immediately. The first point I'll be talking about consists in counteracting this minority effect I was talking about in the introductory video by boosting the inclusion in the country where we live through the creation of companies. What do I mean by this? I will take, for example, Germany. You will almost never find a German asking a Turkish when he plans to go back to his home country. This is simply because the Turkish community is a very strong community. It's a community which imposes itself wherever it finds itself by providing solutions, products, and services at very interesting prices that will only attract the local people to them and thereby giving them the opportunity to integrate the local society. What I want you to understand is that if you have difficulties in socializing with the local people in a country, creating companies, enterprises that provide services and products at very interesting conditions will open you doors to milieux you would have never dreamed of being part of. The second point is also very important because it consists namely in making use of this minority effect as a lever to boost the economy. If we take a community, a small community of about 10,000 members in a country with 80 million inhabitants, it's just a peanut. But if we have in this community about 5,000 entrepreneurs, And we consider just 10 of them that decide to invest to create companies in the printing sector. They'll be printing visiting cards, they'll be printing all kinds of materials that an entrepreneur might need at any point in time for sales and marketing campaigns. If you do the calculation, you realize that each and every one of these 10 entrepreneurs has, even before he creates his companies, 500 potential customers, clients. And this is a system that enables you to rapidly generate a turnover that will propulse you to a level where you will compete with the local markets and the local enterprises. The third point is, for me, by far the most important point. Entrepreneurship releases you as fast as possible from the imprisonment of the payroll. Well, you have to know that if the payroll guarantees you a salary which covers your charges and enables you to invest here and there, it's that very same payroll that will block you from making your investments flourish. Because in the payroll system, you work every day for an employer tens and tens of hours. Every week, tens and tens of hours. Time that you could have invested to make your own company flourish in the country where you live. And the entrepreneurship will give you independence. You are independent from an employer, and you can use that independence to go to Africa at the same time as you are making your empire flourish where you live, to create companies in Africa and create a second empire. And you will see that you will realize in a very short amount of time things that people in the payroll will dream to realize after retirement. But it's going to be too late. Well, you might still be doubting about the impact which a minority might have in a great country. I will give you an example. Let me take the Cameroonian community in Germany, which consists of at least 5,000 engineers, each capable of saving 1,000 euros a month. This implies this community has a saving capacity of 5 million euros a month, 60 million euros a year. Well, if you take a company like Volkswagen, known all over the world for its supercars, this company declared in its balance sheet at the end of 2020 having as cash and bank sums, as liquidity sum, a sum of 33 million euros. This means the small Cameroonian community is capable of putting in place in just a year time twice as much money as Volkswagen needs to pay salary, to protect itself from unawaited crisis on a short-term basis. Beware and be warned. I'm not talking about creating a community where people will be bringing the thousands of euros each and a small group is going to decide what to do with that amount of money. That is the mentality of lazy people. We're not talking about laziness here, right? We're talking about entrepreneurship. What I want you to take from this is that if a small minority as this is capable of having such a great impact, you at your own level are capable of saving a certain amount of money, analyzing a particular market, creating an enterprise in that field that will supply products and services in that field so as to enable you make a substantial amount of money. What are you waiting for? Because at this channel, I'll be talking to you about my investments and enterprises, and most importantly, my challenges as an entrepreneur on a day-to-day basis, so as to enable you to get out of that comfort zone and go and assure your future. On this channel, I'll give rise to a community of entrepreneurs in which the entrepreneurs are oftenly going to exchange with each other about risks, opportunities, and challenges so as to gain lessons that will help each of them optimize their enterprises. Last but not the least, I will create an ecosystem of interpartnership where entrepreneurs that already know themselves, that already know each other in the community, will invest in each other's enterprises so as to give rise to very solid companies that will be able to resist crises that Europe, the United States, and all the other continents all over the world are going to face in the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years to come. Well, if you have been listening to me up to this point, that means you're ready to get out of your comfort zone. So like the video, share it as much as you can in your surroundings so as to enable a high amount of people to also benefit from my content as much as you do. Subscribe, and most importantly, activate the notification clock so as to always be on premiere on all our videos. What I want you to take from this video today is that entrepreneurship is very fascinating, but it's also very challenging. So being an entrepreneur requires certain capabilities. You need to know how to analyze the market. You need to know how to sell products. You need to know how to acquire clients. You need to know how to maintain the clients you've acquired. But you also need, on the other hand, to analyze the financial situation of your company. You need to know what are the methods that will help you get your company as soon as possible from a very dirty financial situation. On this channel, I'll be bringing great entrepreneurs who have done things, tremendously great things worldwide, who have impacted not only the African continent, but also the whole world. They have created companies in the United States, in Europe, in Africa. We want you to understand that entrepreneurship is something that's going to guarantee you a very great future. I hope you've loved this video, so please comment and like, and see you in my next video. Ciao.